So let me just warn you that I am coming out of what's called walking pneumonia. I had it for about a week last week, and so my voice is a little more hoarse than usual. So I just wanted to mention that before we begin. If you're new here, you might not know me. Hi, I'm Danielle. I am the creator of CreateImagineChallenge.com. I'm becoming a health coach, and I also work full-time as a pharmacy technician. Today, I want to share with you my Sips By box. It's January, actually, which is my birthday month. So let's see what they've got in store for me. I think this is my 8th month of doing Sips By. It's either 6 or 8 months I've been doing this. It's not 6 because the last time I remember filming the 6, so it's been 7 or 8 months that I've been doing this Sips By subscription. I had purchased it almost 7 or 8 months ago to help me discover some more teas. I've been interested in tea most of my life. I got, I wouldn't say addicted to coffee, but I kind of got into that culture of drinking coffee all the time, even when I didn't really need it for the caffeine, and it's not like I really like the taste. I mostly like all the sugar and creamer that is put in it and the warmth that it offers. So within the past year, I've been a little more interested in tea, mostly because it has most of the time less caffeine than coffee, as well as the herbal and benefits that a lot of teas provide. And so I wanted to start this journey of discovering new teas, and I didn't really want to have to buy, those giant packets that you get at Walmart or Kroger or even online. I didn't want to waste my money and buy these huge packets and not end up liking the tea. So when I found Sips By, it was actually pretty amazing because I can spend less money doing this subscription for a whole year than I would buying these huge boxes of tea every couple of weeks. It was a better deal, and it helped me discover, I figured it would help me discover more teas, which if you've been following me, you know that yes, it has shown me all these new brands of teas and flavors that I've never ever tried before or didn't even know was available. So if you're interested, watch all my other videos to see what other things I've received, not only tea, but some other gifts and information as well. If you are a returning watcher, you already know what the box looks like, but if you're new, this is what the Sips By box entails. We've got little tea leaves and hearts patterns on the top, and of course Sips By the brand, so when you do receive it on your doorstep, it won't be a surprise on what it is. So there's that. Let's get into opening the Sips By box. What you will need to open your box, if you weren't already aware, is some scissors. So I've got my handy dandy scissors here. A lot cleaner and more easy to use than some of the others you might have seen me use. Are you ready? Because I don't think I am. Da 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 da. Yes, I was right. My January teas. So the first thing you will most likely see in your box is this wonderful card that Sips By has created for you. It tells you which month you have received your teas if you forget like me. It'll have your name at the top, a little introduction to this month's teas, and the rest of the information below. Here we go. First tea I see in the box is something that I enjoy, and I have enjoyed before even starting the Sips By journey, and that is some English breakfast tea. This is one of my favorites, maybe not this brand since I haven't really tried this brand before, but I do enjoy the English breakfast tea because it reminds me a lot of coffee. I add some almond milk as creamer and a little bit of my stevia sugar, and there you have it, folks. A great substitute to coffee. It is a black tea, again, another reason why it's pretty similar to what you would call coffee. And I have received 4 samples of these, which you might not be surprised by if you've seen my other videos. You always get at least 4 samples of each flavor of tea, or 4 packets, I'd say. Sometimes you can get loose leaf tea, which obviously won't be in prepackaged packets, and that probably makes the same amount as these 4 would. So I've created another video on how to take the quiz that Sips By offers. So you just go online, create your free account, and you take their quiz, which helps them decide what kind of teas you would like to receive. So if there are any flavors or even allergies that you have to certain things, you can let them know and they will make sure not to send you those types of teas. One of the options is loose leaf tea, which I have put on my personal quiz, which is different than the demo quiz from the video that I've created. And if you do choose to use loose leaf or to receive loose leaf, you will also receive this muslin reusable bag every month. And inside this bag is your disposable tea bags. No surprise there to returning viewers. Let me just show you how many of these I have. So every month I get 1 loose leaf tea, and with that comes a muslin bag, like I've said. And I still have this many bags, and basically, like, there's some bags I haven't even opened yet, so they still have all of the tea bags from the original thing. So even if I don't use all of the loose leaf tea they send me, I still have all of these disposable bags to use, as well as the reusable bag that they're in. So I would say that's a good investment. I just want to give you a little demo on how to use these tea bags. So you've got the tea bag, right? And it opens just like this. And then today I will be trying Made of Tea and Nothing Else, the Bai Mundan White Tea, Country of Origin, China, from my last box. Just gonna open it here. And on the back, as you can see, it says to take 1 tablespoon of the tea. I've got my tablespoon here, and you just do what you can to get out the tea without spilling it everywhere, like me. These are some big leaves. Oh. Alright, so you got your tea and your measuring, and then you just kind of pour it in here. And I'm not going to try and do it on screen because it's going to be a bigger mess than I've already just made. Scooping it up with my fingers because I spilt it. If you know me, you know that I am always making messes, especially when it comes to the kitchen or cooking. Got my tea in my tea bag. Once you've got it in there, you just kind of pinch here and pull on the string to close it, and it's ready to go. Once you've got your tea in your little tea bag, you'll want to get one of your favorite mugs to use and some hot water. But before I start steeping this tea, I wanted to share with you this mug that I got. It's from Pitch Pine Pottery. I found them on Instagram and fell in love with all of their work, and so I've been waiting for months and months and months to be able to purchase something from them, because once they put it on their Etsy site, I'm telling you, within 30 minutes, all of it's gone. So they're pretty popular. I bought this mug here from them. Handmade, handcrafted. This is just one of the mugs that I purchased from them. This is actually a smaller one. I can't remember how many ounces it holds, but this is the smaller out of the two that I've purchased. So follow them on Instagram, Pitch Pine Pottery, and check out their stuff. I think you'll really love it. You've got your mug, you've got your tea. Put your tea bag in your mug, okay? And you can either heat up water in the microwave like I was doing, or you can purchase a tea kettle. I got this for Christmas from Mike. Thanks, Mike. Use it all the time, every day. So you've got your tea in your mug, your hot water, and you just pour some in there. And sometimes you've got to be careful with the string falling into the mug. Happens a lot when I use my tall to-go cup. So to steep it, you'll kind of want to do a little bit of this here for a few minutes. And as you can see, it's pretty hot water. It's basically boiling before I poured it into here. Steep it for 2 minutes. So I'll put on the timer and steep it, and then once that is done, I'm going to add some stevia, an alternative to sugar, a lot better for you. The next tea flavor that I see is a brand that I have already received once before. I assume it's not the same flavor, because that would be silly, right? But it is called the Owlet Company, which I'm probably butchering, and I have previously butchered. It's kind of hard to see with the light. The Owlet Company is from India, and it's some more black tea. How wonderful. Again, like I said previously, black tea is pretty similar to coffee, so this should be pretty tasty. We'll find out. Stay hydrated, folks. Next, we have another loose leaf tea from a company that I have not previously received. I believe it's called Lila Leaf Tea House. It's a red berry burst flavor. Now, a lot of the teas that I've tried with Sips By, I have liked so far, except some of the floral flavors. I've found with the floral flavors, they taste like soap. But the berry ones that I have tried are rather good. Surprisingly, they're good as hot tea, but I feel like these types of teas are definitely tastier as iced tea rather than hot tea. So that's how I'm probably going to try this. And let's see, that's my third flavor. Next is my last flavor of tea, which is from a brand that I've previously received, and I actually just bought some of that tea yesterday from them with my discount code that Sips By gives you. So this is from David's Tea, and it's called Apple or Honey Crisp Apple. It's a fruity tart and, what's that say? Juicy tea. Again, most likely pretty tasty as an iced tea rather than hot tea. I'll most likely try it both ways. And there's one last thing left in the box that is not tea, which you might receive in some of your boxes, which is a little more exciting, you know, extra gift. Looks like a card with some information about the Ahmad tea that I received with this, the English breakfast tea. Looks like they have black teas, fruit teas, green teas, herbal infusions, and some other award-winning flavors with their brand. So this is not the only card that I've received with a little more information about the brands. If you've seen my previous video, I can't remember what month this is from, but I also received a little informational card about the Ticino, which I mispronounced in my previous video as Ticino. But after reading this, I learned that it is tea as like a cappuccino, so I'm pretty sure it's Ticino. But anyway, you'll get a little bit of information about the teas that you receive, which is nice. So you can look into the company and see if they have the same values that you have. It's a great way to be a conscious consumer, which is important to me. So that's amazing that Sips By helps you be more conscious about your products that you decide to purchase. Okay, I need some water here. My tea is still steeping. It's also cooling down because that's freaking hot. And that is the last of my tea, everyone, for January box. So let me just give you a recap of my Sips By January tea box. I'm not going to be able to hold it all because I have tiny hands, as you may already know. Here they are. The four flavors I received from my tea in my Sips By journey. And I'm pretty excited to try them all. I've got 2 black teas and 2 fruity teas. Very interesting for the month of January. And now, to finally try a tea from last month. Hopefully it doesn't burn my mouth. Actually, I need to add some of my sugar here, so let me do that. Pretty sure this steeped longer than 2 minutes, but you know, I didn't want to burn my mouth with the boiling hot water. Make lots of noise while stirring because it's fun. Here it is. The taste testing of the white tea, whatever the name of it is, I can't remember. Very light, obviously, because it's a white tea. I've only had one other white tea, actually from Sips By. It was a Christmassy flavor. You'll have to watch my previous video to figure out the name of it, because I don't remember. It's okay. It's kind of bland. Maybe I left it steep too long. Steeping too long can change the flavor of your tea. I definitely had enough if you saw my large tablespoon of the leaves. Not one I think I'll purchase again. But it isn't terrible. Just a small hint of flavor. And to be honest, I can't really tell what that flavor is. Alright, there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this video. If so, make sure to click the like link below, the like button. If you think someone else might enjoy this video, make sure to share it wherever that button is below. I'm surprised that I'm getting this lighting because it's pretty dark outside, and that is because it's the winter, obviously, and with winter comes darkness, unfortunately, figuratively and literally. Which reminds me, I have just posted a blog post about how you can conquer the winter blues. It's actually called 10 Ways to Conquer the Winter Blues. And the winter blues are literally what they sound like. You might feel a little more anxiety than usual. You might feel depressed. You might isolate yourself a little bit more. It is cold outside. You don't really particularly want to go outside all the time when it's winter and dark and cold. Some of you may suffer from SAD, which I can't remember exactly what that stands for at the moment, but there are 10 ways that you can conquer these effects that the winter blues can bring. I'll leave a link to that new blog post in the description below, or you can just go to my website, www.createimaginechallenge.com, to read more about that and some of the other blog posts that I have on there. Don't forget to follow me on any of the social media accounts that you favor. I have Instagram and Facebook is usually the two that I'm on the most. Thanks for watching. See you next time.